natural as you can. I don't believe in putting a lot of drugs in me. I don't like the idea of putting a lot of drugs on me.
Okay.
And I'm referring to that stuff as a drug as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Now, we've hit everything except, I kind of wrote a teaser on the website about red light.
Uh-huh.
And we have about 9 minutes left. And, ordinarily when we think of anything with red light, we think of stop, serious,
Right.
Do not pass go, do not collect your money, okay? But in the case of light, red light means something totally different.
Absolutely.
Red light means good stuff. So tell us what it means.
Okay, good stuff. We talked about NASA using LEDs. So the LED is a start here to get the red light. And red light means not normal red light, but a single wave light, like station 660 on your radio dial. But I'm going to kind of cover a number of different types of uses in it, just so that, and I'm just reading from the tops of articles that you people can go in and browse: red light therapy, LEDs, low power lasers. It's all the same thing as far as the studies are concerned. Just don't use the low power lasers, because you can use LEDs instead. And they're less expensive, they're safer, your whole body can be self-regulating with an LED. But here's the game. The improvement of pain and disability in elderly patients with degenerative osteoarthritis. Nasal polyps, pain relief, methanol poisoning, destruction of optic nerve, macular degeneration, glaucoma. Light-sensitive chemicals join arsenal of anti-cancer weapons. The use of red light to trigger certain types of photophren. Diabetics heal faster with light. Red light in lymphedema. Pain management, wound healing. I'm giving you several things that are just heads of articles that you can get. And, of course, NASA shines red light on wound healing. And the latest one I just got through is Patriots. The Patriot football team is using low-power lasers.
Can we shine a red light on the Patriot Act? Because it stinks. And I would like to heal it of all of its bad, ugly pain. It was constructed in the middle of the night. It was delivered early in the morning. People signed it. They hadn't read it. Can we shine a big red light on that one, sir?
Well, I'd like to do that, but I think we can shine real sunlight on that one instead of it was probably generated in yellow light.
I think so, sir. It was a fakakta frequency.
Right.
For those of you who don't know what fakakta means, we'll get to that one later.
Okay, a little bit about LEDs. They can actually penetrate more than the physical amount you actually see, and that's pretty good. I can hold up a light on my finger and you can see the light go through it. But effective cell response is measured in inches below the body, which means that you can actually use LEDs to go quite deep as well as on the skin tissue.
How about allergies, with allergies?
Yes. Okay, this is a great thing because people, I'd say 70% of the people I've come across in 25 years now of working with this, exhibit food allergies and airborne allergies. And I think it's a lot because sinuses are not very good in these people. And I think usually intestinal tracts, colons, poor eating habits cause a reduction of cell activity in the sinuses. Well, anybody who has an airborne allergy, moles, virus, pollen, any of these things that cause a allergy, people think that allergies cause sinus problems. But the reality of the situation is that very poor cells in the mucous membrane of your sinuses cause allergies.
See, I was told that by my sinus doctor,
It's the condition of your cells that cause your allergies, not allergies causing the sinus problem. So take the light-emitting diodes, heal up the sinus cells, just like I was telling you about healing up skin on the surface. You can heal up the sinus cells, and in a matter of a couple of days, you basically won't be having airborne.
Okay, now wait a minute. I met you at a conference, and you had this little unit with you.
Yes.
That had that red light. What is that thing?
Well,
what do you call it?
You mean the light shaker?
Whatever it was.
Or the one that was around my neck.
I don't know, but you could press a button, and the little red light came out of it, and you could point it to your eye, or you could point it.
That was called the light shaker. Basically, when you get the LEDs, you can have like a single light, you can have 3 lights, you can have 17 lights, you can have 23 lights. You can make it portable on battery.
What do these things cost? How do we get a hold of them, and what do they cost? And
well, I think a good thing for people is to go into the website, lightenergycompany.com. You can take a look at some of these products. You can look at the prices, but the average for a single light unit is probably about $150. The average for the most expensive one that I have is slightly over $500. Mm-hmm. They all last for 100,000 hours, or 80 years for most of us. And so you can have applications. You can use these different type of lights depending on what your particular need is and what kind of problem you have. And people get and what's nice about this is you can say, people, try it. You get a 90-day money-back guarantee. You can go and try to heal everything you can find, and show how this really works. If you can see skin grow, well, and you can see pain dissipate, well, it's going to help in a lot of areas of the body. So,
when you were speaking about the chemtrails, mm-hmm. I think I moved you into another subject, but there was a part of the chemtrails. I want to go back as we have a few minutes left.
Okay.
I'd like you to wrap up the part that I perhaps didn't let you finish about chemtrails. In our earlier conversations, you had shared with me that the chemtrails, something about the chemicals blocks something from actually getting from the sun to us.
Yeah, okay.
What is the mechanism?
Aluminum oxide is what is suspected to be up there. And aluminum oxide is not a goodie because they can't keep it up there. It blocks UV. I was a Boy Scout, and I used to cook in aluminum ovens, so I know that aluminum oxide can actually reflect UV and keep it from getting here, but it also traps the heat. So here's the Earth trying to get rid of its heat, especially from the increased energy that's spiking the sun, and basically it's spiking us too here. And so the heat's not getting out through this convection oven we're in, so we're really seeing a lot more global warming, and I believe that's causing a problem. And so the thing that I'm noticing is there's a tremendous amount of problems with people's brain tissues. We're seeing a lot of fibromyalgia, Alzheimer's. We're seeing chronic fatigue syndrome. We're seeing Bell's palsies. A lot of materials out there attributing this to aluminum in the brain. Now, this is what people don't cook in aluminum cookware for, because it puts aluminum out there and it absorbs into the body. So I believe a side effect also is the amount of aluminum that's there. So we need to be aware of that and figure out how we're going to compensate for that and get it out of the body. And incidentally, one of the best ways that I like is far infrared sauna for getting stuff out of the body. Now, I know I'm running out of time, and I wanted to hit one thing first here, that I believe in immune system, and immune system. If you have a high immune system, you can resist a lot of stuff that we encounter. If you have a lower immune system, you're going to succumb to a lot of things. In the areas that I've talked about light, I want to recap the 5 ways that I believe that you can boost your own immune system naturally. Number one is sun